That was beautiful, Anne. Thank you. You know, during these weeks of August, I've been thanking our musicians for all they offer, and I want to say 2 thank yous this morning. One to Anne for stepping into this role and for offering your beautiful voice today. Of course, we're just so glad you're here. And secondly, of course, to the amazing Jason McNally for all he does. You notice we didn't give him a week off in August. I know he took a little vacation in July, which I'm glad. But thank you both for all you do. I don't see any little kids in the congregation today. We've got some older youth, and we've got some children of all ages. And we may have some little kids watching online. I'm going to shorten my children's message a little bit here. But for kids of all ages, including myself, you know, as I've been thinking about this story of the 2 brothers, I'm not going to tell you if you have siblings who's who in your family, and I'm not going to ask you. And part of the reason is because I suspect, chances are, we've all been both brothers at one time or another. Maybe in little ways, maybe not in such an extreme example as in our story today. But there are times when we've been the responsible rule follower, chore doer. There's probably been times where we maybe have taken things for granted a little bit, or not followed through on something we were supposed to do, or went off and spent all our allowance on candy. Not that I ever did that. It can happen. So I think part of this story is that part of the meaning of this story is that it invites us to think about how we forgive people when they make mistakes. And actually that includes ourselves too, not only other people, but all of us. And how we are a little more gracious with our friends and our family members when they maybe do something that we don't want them to do. You know, the father in this story actually wants both of his sons to join the party in the end and wants them to be a happy family again. And that's not always easy. Sometimes it takes some time and effort to forgive and work things out and find our way forward. And so I don't know about you, but every time I read this story, I find a challenge in it again, because it is one of those stories that reminds us of this important message and also about how it takes some work and it takes some time. Are we going to join the party or not? And I'm sure Dave has more thoughts on that, so I'm going to hold off on saying anything more. But for those of you who are here, our children of all ages, whether you're here in person or online, blessings this week as we get back into the swing of things. I know it's first week back of school, and we're kind of getting back to the routine. So you are in my heart, all of you, and in my prayers. And I don't know if we have any kids, so Melissa, I'm going to let you figure that out. But thank you for all you do, too. Mrs. Melissa is amazing, our Sunday school teacher. And now I invite the rest of us to turn to the hymn that's printed in our bulletin, and let us stand and sing.